Kirby looking worse for wear? This is the perfect video for you. So what we'll do is dive straight into it. Don't forget everything you use in the video today. There are links in the description below for the best place to get your Kirby products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Hi Kirby fans, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be polishing up that Legend II. Now you've got a Kirby that's 30 years old, or you've got the latest Avalir. Over time, the aluminium is going to start to discolour from just moisture in the air. What I'm going to do today is show you a 3-stage polish, how to get that corrosion out of that Kirby and get it polished up like new. So what we'll do is dive straight into it. When you've got a Kirby, over time it will start to dull down. Now whether this is due to moisture in your home or just wear and tear and dust as well. What you're going to need is a few products. Now we'll put links in the description below for the products that I use, and I find this is the quickest and easiest way to do it if you haven't got a buffer. If you've got a buffer, then I've got a video and I'll put an icon above linking to that at the end of this video on how to use the buffing wheel and all the polishes that you use and the stages you do. So for all those people who haven't got their own buffer, it's going to be a hand polish, and if you want, you can buy a buffing attachment for your drill, and I'll put a link in the description for this. This is really good for the last final polish, but I will be doing mainly all by hand. Right, so first up, what you're going to need is some wire wool. And this needs to be a 0 grade, so it's not going to scratch, it's not too aggressive, but it's going to help get rid of all that corrosion and any watermarks that are on your Kirby. You're going to need some Silvo, this is for the first stage. Then I'm going to use some Auto Sol. I've used Auto Sol or Maguire's for this stage. And for the final stage of the polish, I'm going to use some Mother's polish. And this works superb to get that final real good shine on that Kirby. Jump in, have a look at the state of this Legend II and see what corrosion's on there. So here we've got the Legend II, and as you can see we've got a lot of corrosion here. It's very dull. Got a few scratches. I'm not going to be showing you how to remove the scratches in this video. I have got one, and I'll put a link to that video at the end of this one. We've got plenty of dullness, quite a lot of corrosion, axle still on, which I will remove in a second. And as we look at the inside's not too bad. That's pretty clean. I think I just wiped that out with a wet wipe. So that came up pretty clean, but I will give that a bit of a polish as well. I just find it might help increase the airflow, having a nice smooth surface as opposed to anything that's a bit rough or got a bit of grime on there. So we'll jump over to the main body now. This is the main body. Now this isn't too bad. It's got, say, surface scratches, which a lot of them will come out with the wire wool. Deep scratches you're not going to get out. You'd have to go through my scratch process on how to remove those. This is where the cover plate's been, and you can see the difference, the shine to there. So that's how dull it's gone, and that's the shine. So we're going to get it back to at least this, if not better. So we'll jump into the first process and start getting it polished. Right, so we'll just quickly remove this axle. Now we're ready to start polishing. Right, so we've got our superfine steel wool, we've got our Silvo, and I just find this is a lot cheaper and a lot easier to use than using the actual Mothers, because you're going to get through a lot of Mothers as opposed to using the Silvo. So you just put it on your cloth, make sure you give it a bit of shake first, and we'll just start polishing. Right, so you can see already it's started to come up. So it's removing all those light scratches, it's getting that shine back, and it's removing most of that corrosion. So just get the rest of this corrosion removed before we jump into the second process. So for stage 2, we can use the Auto Sol Aluminium polish, and I'm going to be using this with a fresh piece of fine, very fine grade steel wool. Before we go to the final process, we'll just do the main body as well. Right, so we've done 2 stages, so let's jump in and have a look at the state of all these now, and then we'll jump in and do the final polish. Right, so we've got the front plate. You see that's come up pretty well. That's still intact. These do come out, but you can pop them back in. You can wear gloves as well. I haven't put gloves on, but make sure you've got an old cloth on the table just to protect the table. I'm going to change this because someone's put a Phillips in instead of the correct screw, so I will be changing that before I reassemble it. So that will be in the reassembling video. You can see this has come up from what it was. That's really clean inside, it's come up really nice. Just needs a bit of a wipe with the cloth. That's come up pretty well. As we go to the main body, now you can't see the outline that was here. There was an outline before of where the cover plate went. That's all gone. Most of the minute scratches have gone. We've still got a gouge here and there, so there's a scratch there. I'm not going to do that in this video. I will get rid of that before I assemble it and polish it up, but I just thought I'd do a basic polishing video. It's come up really well, even the bottom's come up nice. And then we've got the main hood and headlight. I didn't show polishing this, but it's exactly the same process. And that's come up really nice. Same as what I did on the inside of the front plate. I've done the same here, just buffed it up with some auto sol and some wire wool. Same underneath here. But that is going to come up really nice. So we'll dive in now and do the final polish. Now don't forget everything you use in the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get your Kirby products, so make sure you check those out at the end of this video. So as you can see from that video, if you want to polish your Kirby and you haven't got a buffer, you can do it by hand, it's entirely up to you. With that 3-stage process, you've got the Silvo with the wire wool, then we jump onto the Auto Sol or the Maguires, and then finally we jump onto the Mother's Paste. All these products will be linked below in the description, so make sure you check those out if you want to polish your Kirby by hand. And for those new to the channel, if you find you're getting value out of this content, then contemplate showing support by slapping that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Ding that bell for notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. Give us a big thumbs up and comment down below. I will reply to the comment, and if you like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. So what we'll do is cut to any bloopers, and I'll catch you in the next one.